From the Disney Channel to the big screen, Jenna Ortega's career continues to thrive as rumors suggest she may be joining the cast of the highly anticipated sequel, Beetlejuice 2. The Wednesday star's latest rumored role has created a buzz among fans of the horror comedy genre. Before I can give you the full scoop on the role, let me quickly recap Ortega's career. First off, she made her acting debut back in the early 2010s.
Because you're expressing yourself the best you possibly can to give people that rush of adrenaline, and as somebody who loves horror and has been a fan for a very long time, that's another part of it too. There's a love behind it.
You know, I have to ask, what can we tease for Scream 6?
What I will say is Ghostface gets a lot more intimidating.
You may recognize her from her roles in Disney's Stuck in the Middle. More recently, however, she's been in the spotlight for her role in Netflix's Addams Family spinoff, Wednesday. But be it the Disney Channel or Netflix, with each performance she's managed to captivate audiences with her raw talent and charisma, earning her critical acclaim and a loyal fan base. But if the rumors swirling around Ortega's involvement in Beetlejuice 2 are true, it'd still be a major milestone in her career. I mean, the original film is a beloved classic that has stood the test of time, and fans have been eagerly awaiting a sequel for years. And the fact that Tim Burton, the mastermind behind the original film, is also involved in the project only adds to the excitement. Ortega has already proven herself to be a versatile actress, seamlessly transitioning between comedic and dramatic roles. But it's her ability to bring depth and nuance to her performances that makes her a perfect fit for a Burton film. After all, this isn't the first time she's been in a Tim Burton project. I'm, of course, referring to her role in the recent Addams Family adaptation, Wednesday. From the very first episode, Ortega's incredible talent as an actress was on full display. She delivered a powerful and nuanced performance that will leave you absolutely spellbound. As the dark and brooding Wednesday Addams, she manages to perfectly capture the essence of the character's personality, all the while also bringing a fresh perspective that makes her feel more relatable and human than ever before. Throughout the series, the actress masterfully navigates the challenges of being a teenage girl in a world that doesn't quite understand her. But that's not all, as she also had to deal with the eccentricities of her delightfully spooky family and the mysteries that surround her school. But what truly sets Ortega's performance apart is the range of emotions she's able to convey. Whether she was portraying moments of vulnerability and introspection, or delivering biting wit and razor-sharp humor, she managed to do so with a groundedness and authenticity that had audiences completely invested in her character's journey of self-discovery. If her performance in this Burton project was anything to go off of, then there's nothing to worry about for her rumored role in the Beetlejuice sequel. Speaking of the sequel though, who could she possibly be playing? According to the online database IMDb Pro, while Ortega's name is currently attached to the project, she's simply listed as an actress. This means that her role remains a mystery for now, leaving fans to speculate wildly about what kind of character she might embody in the sequel. However, recent rumors suggest that Ortega could be lined up to play Winona Ryder's character's daughter. This certainly makes for an interesting and dynamic addition to the film's cast. With Ortega's talent and versatility as an actress, it's easy to imagine her taking on such a role with ease. Plus, I'm sure it'll also bring a fresh energy and perspective to the beloved franchise. But, of course, only time will tell what role the young star will ultimately play. Will she be a hero, a villain, or something in between? Whatever the case may be, one thing is for certain. With Ortega on board, this sequel is sure to be a wild and unforgettable ride. Now, with that out of the way, let's talk about the film itself. Released in 1988, the first Beetlejuice quickly became a cultural phenomenon, captivating audiences with its unique blend of dark comedy and gothic whimsy. The film starred Michael Keaton in the titular role, a mischievous and irreverent spirit who's summoned by a pair of newly dead newlyweds. As the story unfolds, we're introduced to a cast of delightfully quirky characters, including Lydia Deetz, played by Winona Ryder, a young goth girl who's drawn to the strange and supernatural, and the Deetz family themselves, a wealthy and eccentric clan that moves into the deceased couple's home. What makes Beetlejuice such a standout film is its masterful balance of humor and horror. Burton's signature visual style, with its striking use of color and surreal imagery, creates a fantastical world that's equal parts eerie and enchanting. Meanwhile, Keaton's performance as the unpredictable and mischievous Beetlejuice is both hilarious and unsettling. He's a character that you just can't help but love to hate. And now, with its sequel in the works, we can expect a whole lot more supernatural shenanigans. Moving on though, other than Ortega, who else can we expect to see? Returning to the dead once again to reprise the iconic role is none other than Michael Keaton himself. The actor who famously played Batman in Tim Burton's film adaptation is set to reprise his role as the titular character in Beetlejuice 2. It's a reunion that fans have been eagerly waiting for, and it's sure to bring back some serious nostalgia for those who remember the original film. But wait, there's more. Keaton is also set to reprise his role as Batman in DC's upcoming Flash project, which is set to hit theaters in 2023. So not only will we get to see him as Beetlejuice once again, but we'll also get to witness his return to the cape and cowl. It's a good time to be a Michael Keaton fan. But while I'm sure that's exciting news, when can we expect the sequel to come out? Recent reports indicate that Warner Brothers is gearing up to start production on Beetlejuice 2 later this summer. Filming is expected to begin as early as late May or early June 2023. That's right, folks. We could be seeing our favorite ghost with the most back on the big screen in just a few short months. This is particularly exciting, as it suggests that pre-production is moving along quickly, with casting likely to be completed by the end of spring. With filming potentially starting in the summer, it's safe to assume that post-production would likely begin in the fall of that same year. So, if all goes according to plan, we could potentially be seeing the return of everyone's favorite ghost as early as fall 2024. But what about the timing of the release? Considering the first film's iconic creepy visuals and spooky atmosphere, it would make sense for Warner Brothers to schedule a Halloween release. Of course, I don't have any confirmation of an October release just yet, but a woman can certainly dream, can't she? While we don't know everything about the upcoming sequel just yet, one burning question on fans' minds is where they'll be able to see it. At this point, it's still unclear whether Beetlejuice 2 will be released in theaters or if it'll go straight to streaming. While the original film was a massive box office success back in the day, times have changed. Streaming has become a huge part of how we consume media. It's not totally out of the realm of possibility that Warner Brothers might opt for a streaming release this time around. If that's the case, it's likely that Beetlejuice 2 would find a home on HBO Max, which has direct ties to Warner Brothers. However, it's still possible that the sequel could see a theatrical release, which would undoubtedly be a thrilling experience for die-hard fans. Regardless of where it ends up, one thing's for certain: we can't wait to see what shenanigans Beetlejuice and the gang get up to in the sequel. But hey, that's all on Ortega's inclusion in the return of Beetlejuice.